The year is 2025, a new dawn breaks over Europe and the winds of change are unmistakable. In Warsaw, cranes fill the skyline, young professionals buzz with ambition, and the city pulses with energy. The streets are alive with optimism as new businesses open and international investors flock to the Polish capital. Once a symbol of post-Soviet struggle, Warsaw now feels like the future. Glass towers rise where old factories once stood, and the city's transformation is nothing short of remarkable. Meanwhile, London's shine has dulled. Economic stagnation and uncertainty dominate the headlines. Once bustling neighborhoods now feel subdued, and the city's trademark confidence has given way to anxiety. Just 20 years ago, the UK was Europe's powerhouse, London its financial heart, and Poland a country people left behind. British banks set the pace for global finance while many Poles sought opportunity abroad. Today, the roles are reversed. Poland is the rising star, while Britain looks on with unease. The sense of opportunity has shifted eastward, and the world is taking notice. This isn't just about numbers, it's about people, ambition, and the impact of political choice. And Polish families celebrate new milestones while young professionals find hope and purpose at home rather than abroad. Britain's retreat from Europe has cost it dearly, while Poland's embrace of the EU has transformed its fortunes. The open doors of the European Union have brought investment, innovation, and a sense of belonging to Poland. The old east-to-west flow of people and money is now a two-way street. British professionals are now seeking opportunities in Poland, reversing decades of migration patterns. Poland is confidently stepping into the European spotlight. Its leaders are shaping the continent's future, and its voice is stronger than ever on the world stage. The continent's power balance is shifting, with Poland leading the charge. Decisions once made in London or Paris now find their center in Warsaw. The traditional centers of power are being challenged by new forces from the east. Poland's modern parliament stands as a symbol of this new era, while London's old institutions struggle to keep up. What we're witnessing is a rebalancing of Europe, driven by Poland's growth and Britain's missteps. The numbers tell a story of economic dynamism in the east and stagnation in the west. The future belongs to those who adapt, and right now, Poland is in the driver's seat. As the sun sets over Warsaw, the city looks forward, ready to shape the next chapter of Europe's story. Not long ago, the UK stood as the gold standard in Europe. Its world-class universities like Oxford and Cambridge attracted the brightest minds. Its financial district pulsed with global energy, and its culture, from music to literature, was admired and imitated everywhere. The British way of life seemed enviable, a symbol of stability and opportunity. The British passport was a golden ticket, opening doors to countries and careers across the globe. The economy, bolstered by finance and innovation, appeared resilient, weathering storms that shook other nations. For many Eastern Europeans, especially Poles, Britain was the ultimate dream destination, a place where hard work could lead to a better life, and where the future seemed brighter than at home. Poland, by contrast, bore the deep scars of war and decades under Soviet rule. Its cities showed the marks of conflict and neglect, and its economy lagged far behind Western Europe, mired in stagnation and uncertainty. For young Poles, the West represented hope. Many saw their future not in their hometowns, but in the bustling streets of London or Manchester, where opportunity seemed limitless and dreams felt within reach. After World War II, the destinies of the UK and Poland split dramatically. Britain rebuilt and prospered, becoming a beacon of wealth and progress, while Poland struggled behind the Iron Curtain, isolated and left behind. The UK was seen as the wealthy elder, enjoying comfort and privilege, while Poland was the poor cousin, striving to catch up but always a step behind. British tourists flocked to Poland for cheap weekends and lively nightlife, but few could imagine moving there for work or opportunity. The idea seemed almost unthinkable. The roles between the two nations felt fixed, the hierarchy unchallenged and clear for all to see. Yet beneath the surface, a quiet transformation was underway in Poland. New businesses were emerging, cities were modernizing, and a new generation was determined to change the country's fate. The seeds of Poland's resurgence and Britain's unexpected decline were quietly taking root, setting the stage for a dramatic reversal. Soon, the old narrative would be turned on its head, as Poland's rise and Britain's struggles began to rewrite the story of Europe's future. When Poland joined the EU in 2004, the UK opened its doors, sparking a wave of Polish migration. Poles filled vital roles in Britain, sending money home and building new lives. For years, migration was a one-way street, east to west. But now, the tide is turning. Rising wages and quality of life in Poland, combined with Brexit's uncertainty, are drawing people back. Polish cities offer modern infrastructure, vibrant culture, and new opportunities. The economic gap has narrowed. The dream is no longer just in the UK. Many Poles are choosing to return, seeking stability and a sense of belonging. The once one-way street is now a busy two-way road. For the first time in a generation, more are heading home than leaving. Poland is becoming the destination. May 1, 2004, Poland joins the EU, marking a turning point in its history. EU membership unlocked trade, investment, and billions in funding. Polish companies gained access to a vast market, sparking an entrepreneurial boom. EU funds rebuilt roads, airports, and city centers, transforming the country's landscape. Foreign investors flocked to Poland, drawn by a skilled workforce and business-friendly climate. The economy surged, creating better jobs and higher incomes. Unlike many, Poland's growth was steady, even weathering the 2008 financial crisis. Infrastructure improvements attracted more investment, fueling a virtuous cycle. Cities like Warsaw and Krakow became symbols of modern Europe. The decision to join the EU wasn't just smart, it defined Poland's success. Poland's transformation is a testament to the power of strategic choices. The country's future was rewritten in a single generation. As Poland soared with the EU, the UK chose a different path: Brexit. The 2016 referendum was a gamble that backfired, exposing deep economic weaknesses. Trade barriers, stalled investment, and labor shortages hit Britain hard. The promise of taking back control led to self-inflicted wounds. Meanwhile, Poland seized new opportunities. International companies shifted from London to Warsaw and Krakow, creating high-skilled jobs. Poland's economy boomed as Britain struggled with inflation and uncertainty. While the UK built walls, Poland built bridges. Brexit, meant to restore British greatness, instead fueled Poland's rise. Sometimes, one vote can change the fate of nations. Meet Agnieszka Kowalska, a determined and ambitious young woman from Poland with big dreams and a passion for new experiences. In 2005, she made a bold decision to leave her hometown behind and move to London, hoping to find greater opportunities and a brighter future abroad. In London, Agnieszka worked tirelessly, climbing the career ladder step by step. She adapted to the fast-paced city life, made new friends, and learned to thrive in a multicultural environment. But as the years passed, London's soaring living costs, the pressure of high rent, and the uncertainty brought on by Brexit began to take a toll on her well-being and sense of security. The city she once loved started to feel less welcoming, and the future she had imagined seemed increasingly out of reach. She often found herself feeling isolated and questioning her choices. Meanwhile, back in Poland, her friends were thriving, launching startups, buying their first homes, and building fulfilling lives surrounded by family and community. On her visits home, Agnieszka was amazed by how much Poland had changed. The cities were modern, energetic, and full of new opportunities for young professionals like her. The numbers spoke for themselves: lower living costs, rising wages, and a much better quality of life than she remembered from her youth. In 2023, after much reflection, Agnieszka decided to return to Poland. She landed a senior finance job in Warsaw, a city now buzzing with innovation and ambition. Today, she owns her own apartment, enjoys a short and stress-free commute, and cherishes being close to her family and old friends once again. Agnieszka's story is not unique. Thousands of Poles are making the same journey home, bringing with them valuable skills and global experience. Together they are fueling Poland's economic miracle, helping to build a dynamic, innovative, and prosperous future for the country. Agnieszka's journey is a powerful symbol of how opportunity in Europe is shifting, and how dreams can be realized not just abroad, but at home as well. The future is no longer just in the West. Today, it shines brightly in the heart of Poland. Poland's transformation is visible everywhere: modern highways, airports, and high-speed rail. EU funds, over $160 billion, were invested strategically, not squandered. Infrastructure upgrades slashed travel times and boosted business. Rural areas gained high-speed internet and modern utilities. These projects created jobs and made Poland a magnet for investment. In contrast, the UK's infrastructure lags. Projects delayed, regions neglected. London thrives, but much of Britain feels left behind. Poland's modern infrastructure is now a major competitive edge. The The UK, outside the EU, faces the challenge of funding renewal alone. Strategic investment has powered Poland's rise. The lesson: build for the future or risk falling behind. The UK faces wage stagnation, high living costs, and a polarized job market. Many are stuck in low-wage, insecure work, especially outside London. Young people struggle with debt and limited prospects. Meanwhile, Poland's economy is booming. The country has shifted from low-cost labor to high-value sectors: tech, business services, R&D. Cities like Warsaw and Krakow are hubs for skilled professionals. Wages are rising fast, and the cost of living remains low. The gap with the UK is closing, sometimes even reversing. Young Poles now find the best opportunities at home. Optimism and upward mobility define the Polish job market. The narrative has flipped. Poland is a land of opportunity. The future is being built in the East. Poland's success brings new challenges: an aging population, low birth rates, and the need for innovation. Attracting foreign talent and investing in education will be crucial. Geopolitical risks, like the conflict in Ukraine, add uncertainty. Poland must maintain stability and keep moving up the value chain. The UK, meanwhile, faces hard truths. It can't turn back the clock. It must reinvent its economic model. Investment in skills, infrastructure, and global relationships is vital. Britain still has world-class assets but must leverage them better. Both nations hold their futures in their own hands. Poland must prove its miracle is sustainable. The UK must adapt and find new consensus. The reversal of fortunes isn't set in stone, but it's a powerful lesson in how choices shape destiny.